It's time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Clemens Homebrew coming at you with another 2016 SJPorr Challenge beer review. Unfortunately, this is the last one for us. The West Coast had 2 people drop out, but this one's a fun label again. I love these great labels. This one is not so bad Leroy Brown. That's right, not so bad Leroy Brown. And it's a 4.2% brown ale, low ABV for a BMF. That's just so clever. I love that. Brewed with red double XX coffee beans. So we've got a brown ale with coffee beans. That's just right up my alley. So let's get this one cracked open. All right, we'll get the pour of not so bad Leroy Brown here. We'll get her down close, but not all the way. Very good. All right, well, it's pretty dark for brown, actually, because I can't see through it whatsoever. It is brown, but man, it's a lot more like a porter in color. And had a head on there, kind of a light khaki head, but it faded rather quickly. Give it a swirl, a little bit builds back up. I can still see some bubbles rising up the side. So let's get the nose on this. Okay, I get the coffee. I get the point. That's one bad BMF, let me tell you. Well, this is kind of fun. This is interesting. You definitely get the coffee on this. And I do love coffee beers, so you definitely get the coffee. You definitely get a little bit of a sweetness on there. And unless it's my imagination, I feel like I get like a hint of a vanilla scent on there. I might be wrong about that. So I'm going to take some notes on this and we'll come back. Yeah, this is a ground coffee. That is definitely the scent on this. It's kind of like almost when I brew some coffee and I pull out the filter and you smell the roast sitting in there. I mean, that's kind of the scent coming off of this. And like I said, the light sweetness, what I believe might have even been a hint of vanilla. So we're going to dive in. Cheers. Wow. This is all about the coffee, let me tell you. And it's mild, though. It's very mild. This is a 4.2% ABV. It's very easy to drink. It's not like a harsh coffee. Very light, though, on the sweetness on it. And, of course, it's a light beer, so it's fun. I kind of feel like it needed to have less coffee to balance out with the lower sweetness on a low ABV beer. Just not enough sweetness to balance it out. I think the coffee was really well done, though, because I'm getting some mild bitterness, which I would expect off the coffee, but it's really subtle. It's very light. It's not a heavy bitterness. As it sits on the palate for a while, like I'm talking now, then you start getting that kind of the roasted coffee coming up in your mouth. It's not harsh, it's just lightly there. So you know it's a coffee. You know it's a ground coffee. It's an interesting beer. I'm going to take a little time with this and I'll be back. I was like trying this, so I gave it a swirl and the head did build back. There's no lacing per se, a little bit of legs going on, but it did build back, so that's fun. It's a soft carbonation, well, medium to soft, but I think really probably perfect for this style of beer. You know, the body's light, but there's a lot of flavor going on, so that's really well done. So here it is again. It's the not so bad Leroy Brown. It's 95M-42X-78R. Thanks so much, and cheers. We'll catch you all later.